If I pass a group, I'm gonna reach in my vest. So.
No, don't do that. They're riding around in their little tracksuit looking like Power Rangers.
I actually decided to rub one out this time.
Somebody got on my ass. They're like, hey, wait, don't do that. You don't need to take the MSF course. Welcome everybody. We are here for episode numero tres. Yes, sir. We are 3 episodes in now, dude. Can you believe it?
Not really, no.
Who would have thunk it, huh?
Who would have thunk it?
First, we recorded the first episode and we're like, all right, cool. Like, this is something that we can do. Then we recorded the second episode and we're like, what do we talk about now? We kind of ran out of, well, I wouldn't say we ran out of things to talk about.
Just went hard on the second
We just went
one.
hard,
I think we went
and that's
hard.
pretty much all we have to offer, honestly, at this point. So if you're still sticking around past episode 3, like, you either just really fuck with us and that's cool. We appreciate that. But yeah, I don't know. I think eventually we're going to have some sort of structure to these.
Yeah, right now it's kind of just like, what the hell do we talk about?
We want the feeling, and I'm pretty sure I said this before, we want the feeling to be, at least from my end, I want the feeling to be like you're in a room with us just hanging out and chilling, right? So there's no structure to those conversations. They just kind of go.
We got to have interesting lives to have at work, and our lives really aren't that great. So
yeah, man. I mean, I'm literally working a 9 to 5, and then I edit for the rest of the day. So that's all I do. And then obviously on my free time, I go and write. And then after I finish writing, then I come back home to edit. So that's my life.
I don't have nothing interesting. Like, people have all these crazy stories, like, oh yeah, with great detail. And then we're just like, yeah, dude, I went to work, drove home, Yeah,
I went and climbed a fucking mountain the other day and almost got mauled by some bears and whatnot. What did you do?
Oh, I just went to work, my little 9 to 5 job, and just
stopped by McDonald's, came home,
watched some TV. That's about it.
Yeah, it was crazy night. Crazy night.
I actually decided to rub one out this time.
Oh, wow, yeah.
So
that might mellow you out. I think we got somebody tell us that in one of the comments, telling us, hey, tell that guy to rub one out. Maybe he might mellow out.
And I did actually.
So you might get primo X-Row in this episode.
Get tired, X-Row.
No. But yeah, thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And yeah, my name is Suzo.
X-Row King.
And here we are, bringing you another episode. So what you got, bro?
Nothing, man. I done through it everything on the second
We waited
one.
a whole last week, came here, sat down, and then told me nothing. All right. I don't know. Maybe we'll branch off of this one, but I had a question for you. How do you feel about like the myths, or not myths? I guess you would call them like stereotypes in the motorcycle world.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for example, like Harley riders. I'm just throwing that as an example. It's not because I ride a Harley now, but like okay, or like squidding, or like I think last episode we covered technically you could call it like a stereotype of like starting small and working your way up. That's like a myth. You don't technically have to do that, but it is recommended. So just things that you've heard in the motorcycle world, in the motorcycle culture that you think are like, well, that's not really accurate, or that doesn't really make sense, or you don't technically have to do that, or those people aren't technically like that. Like, is there anything that you've come across that maybe when you early started out, or like, oh damn, like I got to look after that, or oh damn, I got to do this, even with gear, like myths about gear, like, oh, you need to have back protection and this protection and that protection, and then you realize that you kind of technically don't, but like,
so,
I don't know.
Going off the gear thing, I mean, technically, it's just to protect your skin more than anything. You're still going to break your bones. You're still going to get pretty, fucked up.
Yeah.
So it's like, you don't want to wear it. I mean, not saying don't wear it, you know, but don't.
I think when I first started, I realized I didn't realize. I didn't know any better. Clearly, you watch videos on YouTube, you hear people explain things to you, and they say, make sure that you buy boots, pants, jacket, gloves,
Mhm.
helmet, and ear protection. I think those are like the basic things that you should have on your body when you're riding. And you know, I kind of did most of those. I don't think I bought pants because I was like fat as hell. And I was like, I need to lose some more weight because I bought a jacket and then like lost 70 pounds.
Yeah.
And now that thing fits me huge. But anyway, so yeah, so I thought that those were things you needed. And then when you bought a jacket, you would need something with back, shoulder, elbow. I think that's about it, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then obviously a certain level of abrasive resistance. And so, you know, I did the whole thing for the most part. I got the very expensive shoes, a very expensive jacket, a very expensive helmet, and honestly, seeing I don't know if you heard of what's that guy's name? Something Nine on YouTube.
Fortnite?
Fortnite. Okay. He made a video where he was showing you like the statistics of like when you get into an accident,
Oh, yeah.
like what gear actually does what it's supposed to do and if it is even necessary.
Mhm.
And for the most part, obviously, you always want to protect your noggin. That's like number one. And hands. Hands are the second thing that you end up messing up because naturally, when you fall, you want to put your hands down to either absorb the impact or whatever. And at that point, you could, you know, break your hands, shred your
Mhm.
palms and all that other stuff. But okay, so that was two things, right? Helmet and gloves. And then boots, I think those are also pretty important.
Or something that covers up your ankles.
Yeah, protects you from
Yeah.
breaking your stuff. And so to me, my takeaway from his video is like basically anything outside of that, it's really not necessary. Is it nice to have? Is it going to protect your skin? Like you said, yes,
Mhm.
it will. But to a certain extent, like
Yeah,
you might be able
after
to slide an extra 5 feet before it
yeah,
actually starts shredding your
'cause this
skin.
guy was, like, getting dragged on the road
Oh
wearing
yeah.
gear on the bike. It's pretty insane.
And then what he was wearing, because he obviously, and we all pretty much know this at this point, is that leather is king when it comes to protection. It's the most abrasive resistant.
Mhm.
Abrasive,
Abrasive.
resistant to abrasion. Oh,
Oh.
okay. So we all know that leather is the best, but leather is so impractical.
Yeah, you don't you're
You
gonna be that guy that's like, "Oh, yeah, he must ride a Harley all
Bro,
leather
yeah,
now."
nah. And even like the sport bike riders, they're riding around in their little
The full
tracksuits.
tracksuit.
Yeah, looking like Power
Going to the
Rangers.
grocery store.
I mean, don't get me wrong, they look cool as hell, but like it's not practical in the sense of like wearing that as like your everyday gear. I get it if you intend to go out to ride and race and do all these things, and obviously, sure, you know, like you go into the track or something, like
Mhm.
throw that on. But like if you're gonna go and hang out with some buds,
Put the tracksuit
you're not
on.
gonna put the tracksuit on, bro. And then again, same thing with like the leather. It's not ideal for like this Texas heat, bro.
Oh, and now you be burning up, man.
Dude, you'd get cooked.
You turn into leather, shit.
Yeah. So taking it back, yeah, when I first started, I was super like, okay, I got to do everything that these people say to do. And it is the right thing. It is good advice. Don't get me wrong. Like I'm not saying don't do that. I'm also on the heavy side, so doing those like wearing those things are a little more uncomfortable for me than it is for someone who's probably half my size.
Mhm.
Um that's my problem, I know. It's my life.
Our life.
I chose, yeah, we chose this life. It's not the right life, but hey, that's what I'm working with. So, yeah, now, and I don't know if it's also paired with confidence. I feel like now that I'm more confident behind the bars, not the wheel, I feel more comfortable wearing or not wearing some of those extra layers of
Yeah.
protection. Shit could happen.
Yeah.
You can, you know, you could be as careful as you can be, but you know,
You still fall.
it,
Like
it,
the dude on a motorcycle practicing all these slow turns and stuff, and
uh-huh.
then not recently just got in this crazy bike accident.
What's his handle?
It's no, that girl dude on the motorcycle, the one that she was going over the bridge and she started death wobbling.
Oh yeah.
Like she practiced, she paid all this money to do training, the this and that, and
She did a lot
still
of
ended up falling.
courses.
Yeah.
And that wasn't even her fault. Like, that was just the bike.
So you just never know. It doesn't have to be your fault, you know, like you said.
Yeah.
So anything can happen, but
anything can happen. And that's why it's important to have it on you. Because they say, and everyone's heard this as well, dress for the slide, not the ride. Because again, you can lose control. Something can happen. A third party outside element that you would never expect could cause that accident. But again, I think for me, I think if I have the three things that I mentioned, gloves, helmet, and shoes, I think I'm not gonna be all right, but I feel like that'll cover most of what is more prone to getting really damaged, because you break your ankles real easy. You break your pinkies. I heard people breaking their pinkies like really bad, getting their palms shredded all the way down to the bone. You know what I mean?
You need these, man. Without them, you can't do nothing.
You need the noggin too.
Noggin.
But, okay.
What I heard too, though, really the helmet is just to how do you say it? It's the difference of having an open casket or a closed casket. That's what I heard.
Yeah. You know, and honestly, I've done the no helmet thing twice. Twice. And I don't understand it.
I don't know how people do it. I feel like I look like an idiot, you know, wind all in my face, just
like they make it look cool, right? but like, I think that's from the outside, like when I didn't know any better. Now, if I see somebody rocking a no helmet, I'm just like, bro, you're a dumbass. Like, what are you doing? But, you know, it's your life, your choice. I can't tell you what to do. Yeah. But it is very irresponsible, in my opinion, to not ride with a helmet on. And some people will literally argue with you and be like, well, in the state of Texas,
we don't need
one. And it's like, so just because the state doesn't say you need it doesn't mean you need it. But God, some people be arguing with the dumbest shit, bro.
I'm telling you, man.
All right, so you're thinking, okay, so gear. What about like?
What do you think of like guardian bells?
Guardian bells?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm a very like, what's the word?
Superstitious guy?
No, not superstitious. I'm a very
logical guy.
There you go. But I'm not saying people who believe in it are illogical. But I'm also kind of like facts over like.
Yeah,
you know
like that bell ain't gonna do shit. I mean, let's be honest.
It's a very nice gesture. It's a nice thought. It's a nice thing to partake in. You know, I have bells on my bikes. You know, some of the homies have given me some bells, and for the sake of the culture and everything, like I'll do it. Do I think it's gonna help me? I rode that bike for like 2.5, almost 3 years with no bell.
Yeah.
And I've only had bells now for like 2 months. You know, my friends, 3 years knowing me. Well, maybe not you.
Not me.
But other people didn't give me no damn bell. You know, I still feel salty about that.
So you met the real friends.
The real friends. They came through and said, hey, you ain't got a bell on that? Let me change that real quick. So, yeah, no. So, okay, bells, yeah. I think it falls under the branch of superstition. But again, I think it's evolved into something more like just nice. And I think you told me that you knew a guy that just had a bag full of bells and he would just hand them out to people who didn't have it. I think that's super cool.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. I mean, he's just walking around. I'm sitting on my bike. He looks like, hey, man, you don't have a bell in there? I was like, no, yeah, I do. It's kind of tucked in there. You can't really see it, but it's like, you know, hanging. And he looks, he's like, oh, okay, good, cool. Because, yeah, I actually carry a bunch of them with me. And when I see riders without it, I go ahead and give them one. I'm like, oh, that's actually pretty cool, you know?
That is pretty cool.
So it just like, I mean, yeah, it's not going to cause you to not fall ever, but it's something nice to like believe in, I guess, you know? Just in case. You just never know.
What about the positioning? So because I never looked into bells like that or anything like that, Charles was telling me that you have to have it like at the lowest point of the bike.
So they say
closer to the ground or something like that.
Yeah, they say mount it on the lowest point of the bike, and then the other thing is mount it on the right side of the bike because that's where the ditch is. So supposedly that's where the little gremlins are jumping out of from the grass.
The hell?
You know?
For real?
So yeah, that's the whole thing of it.
Oh. See, I didn't know all that.
Yeah, because if you put it on the left side, it doesn't make sense. But they said, oh, put it on the right because that's where the gremlins are coming out of. You don't want to.
And the guardian will come out of the bell and fight them.
Yeah, beat them up, pretty much.
All while you were just riding.
You don't know what the hell's going. So
Hell
see,
no.
that's another thing. It might be working, but you just don't know it.
This
You
man.
don't see it. Guardian in there beating up them gremlins.
I'm over here talking shit like, man, that thing ain't gonna do nothing. What? Just gonna no, I'm not gonna say it. All right. All right. So yeah. For those of you who just heard a lot of tapping, that was me knocking on wood. Because I'm not gonna finish that thought. Okay. Any other myths?
Would this be a myth, like having to kiss the brothers before you pass?
All right, look, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Now that I have a Harley, I understand what it means, and you have to be cautious around us.
Oh,
right?
Yeah, we're tough, man.
We ride a Harley. You know, it costs more than all y'all's bikes.
We're already better.
already, bro. I'm already converted. You know, so when y'all see us, y'all better say what's up, and y'all better say what's up the right way, and that's with a kiss. And if you can, if you're on our right side, you got that left hand free. Give us a little tap in the bum,
A little tickle.
yeah. Because if you just pass us up, yeah, we're gonna have some problems.
We're not mad that you passed us up. We're mad that you didn't give us a kiss.
yeah, because that's all we want.
Mm-hmm. Just want to be loved.
No, I mean, okay, so I've made a few videos on this topic. I think the principle of passing someone up is like well, according like the way they do it, right? You can't pass us up, or like you have to kind of like
Like, acknowledge the guy in the back and then pass, whatever.
or like be super careful and like look for signs that they're like, yeah, it's cool, go ahead. Like, I think that's stupid.
That's pretty dumb.
I understand it in the setting where club members are doing like full on big group rides.
Mhm.
I understand that that's a little different because, you know, that is more of a safety liability or whatever you want to call it. But I think if it's just one-on-one, it's just you and some other dude on the road, I don't think there's any issue with you just I'm gonna squeeze on through. Now, obviously, don't pass anyone, not even regardless if it's a Harley rider or a sport bike rider or anyone. Don't pass them on the same lane.
No.
Don't ever do that. I did that once and I felt like shit. I even made a whole video apologizing to this random person that I've never seen. I thought they were my friend. It was nighttime and I thought they were my friends, and I passed them up and I was like, oh, damn. This is not my friend. And I felt so bad. But yeah, don't do that. It's just a safety thing. You don't want to like have the other person swerve to, you know, because they think they're in their own lane and then they run into you, and then, you know, that just turns into a whole nother accident. But okay, passing someone up shouldn't be an issue. Now, if there's like an organized ride out, group ride, I think that's something that you should at least try to like convey to them, like, hey, I'm trying to pass. Is it cool? Not out of well, yeah, I guess it's out of respect, but not because they deserve you to like, you know, kiss their ass or anything like that. It's just a matter of like being courteous to other people.
I don't know. Something like that, I wouldn't, not even
in a big group ride?
Not even in a big group ride. Like, it's like if you're in a car, you know, and there's a bunch of other cars, you're not going to tell them, hey, bro, I'm going to go ahead and pass you up. You know, they don't own the road. And
They don't.
I would understand maybe like give them like the 2 fingers down, like, hey, you know, at least acknowledge them.
Yeah, like you're being friendly.
Yeah, don't say like, hey, you know, I'm going to pass through. Nah, just the fingers, that's fine. As long as you're in your own lane, like you said.
Yeah.
That's the way I would see it. Because, I mean, yeah, they're in a club, but we're not. You know, we don't play by their rules or whatever.
No.
And so, I don't know. That's just my thing.
No, okay, so I agree with you. I think I'm not trying to like backtrack, but what I'm saying is like I'm going to keep going, but I am also going to look out to see if I lock eyes with anyone to let them know, like, hey, like I am friendly. I'm just gonna,
or like, yeah, like I'm
gonna
here,
scooch
you
on
know?
through. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I would do something like that. I wouldn't just be like fucking organized group. The fuck? I don't care. Like, no. I think
Nah.
I'll just be a little more. And then again, that's something that I would do even if it's just a single motorcycle rider. I would still probably try to like see if we.
Kind of let them know you're there. That
Yeah,
way they don't do nothing crazy, because a lot of times they're just doing their own thing.
yeah,
So,
that's
but
about it.
if I pass a group, I'm gonna reach in my vest,
No, don't do that.
just to scratch my back.
Don't do that, bro. Man, I've seen videos where homeboy, like not homeboy, but like people are a single individual. What the fuck am I saying? A single individual was like 2 lanes away from a group ride that was like taking 1 lane, right? So let's just say hypothetically to paint the picture, group ride on the furthest left lane, all staggered, maybe riding 20 deep, and this individual is like 2 lanes to the right, riding by himself, solo. And that's like 2 lanes, bro. Like
Mhm.
big gap, no issue. Homeboy tries to like pass through, and then somebody out of the group ride pulls out and like tries to check him and tell him that's
That's
dumb.
great. Yeah,
Bro,
that's
you are so far away from them. There is no way that you are a hazard to their safety, and for you to get checked like that, I think that's silly.
that's dumb. I think that they just want to get to the gay bar safely. That's all it is, honestly.
To the gay bar.
To
trying to
kiss.
get their initiations.
Yeah, so, yeah, the initiation.
If y'all don't know about the initiations, y'all are slacking. They sound like a good time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's why they're so frustrated, because you're impeding on their
The route to get there.
the good time to be.
They're like, man, I need to hurry up. We need to get to the
Yeah.
bar.
What the fuck?
We got some shit to do, man. We got some guys to blow,
Yeah, I mean that's what I was told when I got my Harley, and they waited for me to get my Harley first before telling me. So I'm trapped.
Just how it happens.
It's just how it happens.
We might go do that tonight, though, huh?
Hey. Now we got a rebel rider.
Oh yeah, never mind.
Yeah, so we can't do it.
He's out
Not
the
tonight.
picture.
Yeah. But okay. So what else?
What do you think? What's a good one?
I mean, if we gonna branch off of superstition, what about putting your helmet on the floor? How do you feel about that one?
Oh, like just in general.
Yeah, because supposedly it's like bad luck, right? To put
Yeah.
your helmet on the floor.
I don't put it on the floor because it's kind of disgusting, dirty and shit. Not more because of like, oh, it's bad luck. So I would say I don't believe that. I mean, it's whatever.
If I put it on the floor, it's upside down with like the top of it.
Yeah, or like the side or something.
Yeah.
But
I did that once. I didn't know.
They got it on your ass.
Somebody got on my ass. They're like, wait, don't do that. I'm like, what?
Because they say the only time you can put your helmet on the floor is if you're broken down on the side of the road, or like you need help.
That's a sign.
They say put the helmet behind the bike, kind of out in the distance, and supposedly other riders will know what's going on. It means that's like an SOS.
I didn't know that.
Mhm.
Okay, look at them putting us on. All right. That's good to know.
But as far as
I have to do that soon because I got a Harley now.
Yeah, that's why. That's why I know.
Hey, that's just Harley common knowledge.
You gotta know it. Why you think Harleys have hazard lights on?
And I thought that was pretty cool that I had that. I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to do that on the Vulcan, but I'm like, yeah, it's too much work.
No, Harleys come stock with it because they're notorious.
Damn. I'm just getting fucked left and right with this bike, man. Not only is everything so expensive, shit breaks down. And then what else? What was the other one? The bar thing? The initiation.
Initiation.
Man. Okay, so let's see. Gear, bells, helmet, passing. It's gotta be something else. Something that we're missing that we know. Maybe it's so common to us now.
There's got to be another thing.
I mean, y'all can let us know in the comments. We could talk about it more on the next episode, but that's there's a lot of myths out there, a lot of things that okay. Oh, I got one.
Mm-hmm.
I got one, but still let us know. I guess we kind of talked about it. Maybe it doesn't count. Starting small. Do you think you should start small?
Oh yeah.
I know we talked about it. We'll just kind of brief through it.
So I think you should start small.
Yeah, small in terms of like CCs. Like, should you get a small bike and then work your way up to a bigger bike? Bigger bike meaning more power, not physically bigger.
I would say, I mean, not really.
No.
I guess it depends on the person. Like, if you see them and they look like a straight up like noob,
yeah,
like, oh no, I can't control it or whatever, then yeah. But the perfect bike for me, I think they could start on, if it's a sport bike, be like a 500, maybe a 600, but you're pushing it. But at that point, you might as well go with like the 650.
The 650, not the 6. Yeah, because the inline fours are.
They're insane. So if you
Those
want to
are
really start off
crazy.
big or like kind of big, the 650s would be perfect. And or get you a bike that has like modes and put that bitch on rain mode the
Yeah.
whole time. I mean, that'll cut some of that power out.
So then you do think you should start small. Well, not small, but a little more limited.
Limited.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you like let's say a cruiser. You want to start off on a cruiser. If you start off on a Rebel, the 1100s. I mean, they got some power on them. But you can always limit it with the rain mode on there, and
True.
you'd be okay. You know.
It's just I feel like that's such a hard thing to suggest to someone because you're technically suggesting them as a beginner to buy a new bike that has modes because anything older will not have modes.
No. I mean, I bought a new bike, so
yeah.
But the 750 don't have any of that.
But the
shadows,
750 was small.
The shadows, yeah, and they're slow. So I think shadows would be perfect. If you want to start on a cruiser, get any year shadow, used, whatever. Yeah, I think they're perfect.
Even I think on a cruiser, starting off, anything between. Till I started on a 900. Anything from 900, 800, 900, or 1100 is like a perfect starter and grow into kind of bike. After that, you can get a bigger bike if you want to, but anything too big, like that Lowrider S, bro. Dude.
No, that's not a good starter
Dude, bike. Like it's a small bike in a sense. It's almost the same weight as my Vulcan. It actually has a smaller footprint than my Vulcan, but that thing is fast. And I'm saying fast because I come from a bike that only had 50 horsepower. That thing is like 104 or something, right?
Something like that. Yeah.
100. I don't know what it is, but double the power, instant. Like I kept doing this like every time I took off because I just couldn't get like the smoothness from it. So, and that's someone who's been riding for 2-3 years, 3-4 years. So
kind of like, were you really riding?
I mean, I just hop on the bike and make videos and then come back home. I don't really ride.
I mean, technically, we all just have like a year or two under our belt after like 3-4 years.
Yeah.
It's not like we ride every day or go far.
Well, I don't know about you, bro, but I do. I'm one of the real ones. I'm what you call a real biker.
You ride what, down the street and back every day?
I ride the same streets every day, every time. No.
So, man, I seen that street in your video. Hey, you rode that yesterday.
Nah, man. But okay. All right, we'll wrap that one up.
So what do you think about the whole riding thing? Like how we were just talking about earlier, about riding. Like you're not a real rider unless you ride every day or blah, blah, blah. So do you believe in that kind of stuff? Like should you have like thousands of miles in your belt to call yourself a real rider? Or
so I met a lot of people in this riding journey, and a lot of them say is that having miles under your belt, like you said, is the clear indicator if someone's a real rider or not. Because I mean, what is a real rider? Is it someone who eats, breathes, and shits motorcycles? Is it someone who looks the part? Is it someone that works on their own stuff, or is it someone that just purely enjoy? Because like you can get the same satisfaction as someone who works on a bike and does everything yourself, same as someone who works a 9 to 5 and can only ride on weekends, has a family and kids, and they can only get out when they can get out. That doesn't make them any less of a biker, but there's different interpretations. I've gotten shit on. There's this one dude, and I talked about it slightly on the first episode, where he was on my ass about the things that I would say. He would comment on every single video. He followed me on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok, and would literally go and like comment shit on every single one of my videos. He would tell me how he was like this Hollywood motorcycle instructor, and how like he's been riding for this long and that long. And you know what sparked it all was a video skit that I did where I grab my helmet, I go into the garage, I open the garage, it's raining, and then I'm like looking into the distance, and I'm like, yep, never mind.
Oh, you're not a real rider.
I'm not a real rider.
You
biker.
don't ride in the rain.
Yeah, he tried to rip me a new one about how, you could ride as a real rider. You would ride in any condition and any this and any that, and no matter the day or the time. Like as a real rider, he went and made a fucking like 10-minute YouTube video just talking about me
Damn.
and that topic of riding as of a real rider. And I'm like, bro, I'm like, it's not that deep. And then again, he was stalking me throughout like the days and the weeks. And then I made a video talking about how, and it was a clickbait video. It literally was like, you don't need to take the MSF course, but I recommend it. Right?
Yeah.
Because like to start off riding, you technically don't need to take it. You could go into a parking lot with somebody. You can have somebody teach you the basics. Sure, it's not going to be the proper riding skills. It's not going to be the proper technique. It's not going to be that. But it at least gives you an idea of how to use your clutch, at least an idea of how to balance the bike, at least an idea of how to use your brakes.
Mm-hmm.
Then you can go to the MSF course, get the proper training, get the proper education, and then from there, go out into the real world and then, you know, put it to work. So I was saying that because I learned with my cousin. He taught me in a parking lot. I learned for like about, I think we did that maybe 4 or 5 times. I got the hang of it, and then I went and took the course. So I didn't ride that way for months and learned all these bad habits. No, I was like, I don't want to go into the MSF course and fucking just look like a dumbass.
Yeah.
But I know that everybody goes to the MSF course, whether it's someone who's been riding for like 50 years and they just need to go and get their course, or someone who barely started out, has never touched a bike. They'll also go to the course. So there's all kinds of levels in there. So I didn't know that. But when I went, I'm like, oh, this isn't bad. Okay, so I didn't technically need to learn, but I think it was nice to have learned first a little bit before going and taking it. Well, anyways, yeah, he did the same thing. He did a stitch on that video and then just dude, like, I fucking knew it. Like you're that guy, and I knew like that you would go out there and give people bad advice and this and this. And I'm like, I'm not giving anyone bad advice. I'm telling people to take the course, to do the course. Like you should. One thing is like you should, and the other thing is like you don't have to. Like, no, like you technically don't have to, right?
Yeah.
You don't have to, but you should. And that was my whole angle with that video. He just took what he wanted out of it, and you know, he already had it out for me. So I was just like, whatever, bro. I blocked him on everything.
Honestly, going to that MSF course thing, like, it's good to take, but it, like you were saying, you don't need to. And if they say you do need to, it doesn't really matter because it's only like a 3-day thing. If you really want to improve your skills or get better, is take the advanced courses afterwards. That's the only way it'll actually like matter, you know?
Yeah. I think my take on the MSF course is that, again, you should do it, right? It's obvious, and you kind of need to like get your license and stuff, unless you want to just go and do the course, the test. But I think the MSF course is important to teach you proper habits.
Yeah.
But you can't go out into the real world after you take that MSF course and feel like you got it all figured out.
Yeah.
You go out there, they don't teach you how to deal with traffic, how to deal with dumb drivers, how to like counter steer or like, you know, deal with higher speeds. I don't think you go anything past second gear in the course, you know what I mean? Downshifting or like, you know, trail braking and all these more advanced things that you could probably learn at
an advanced course.
An advanced course. Yeah, you don't get taught that. So I think although the MSF course is very important and everyone should take the course,
take it.
I don't think the people who advocate for it, like that person shouldn't be doing this, they should be going and taking the course. Like you're not gonna magically become an amazing rider just by taking the MSF course. You'll have the know-how, the knowledge, but you still won't have the physical experience. And the only way you'll get that is by going out into the real world and getting that experience.
Yeah.
So, but advanced courses, I've thought about doing some of those.
I think I want to do them.
I just don't know. I guess I don't know because I haven't looked into it yet, but I want to look into it and
Yeah.
possibly get that going.
Yeah, I'm in this one group, and then one of the guys, he's like an instructor, and he'll always send stuff about it and stuff like that. So I'm kind of curious. I mean, it's like I think I checked, it was probably $150 for the advanced course. I don't know how long it is, but
What
I'm
is it, like
curious.
slow speed maneuvers and stuff like that?
That, but they actually teach you like trail braking, like you were saying,
Mm-hmm.
the more advanced stuff. Because when you take the MSF course, they'll tell you not to use your brakes at a turn, but in reality, that you should be trail braking, which is like as soon as you come into a turn, start using your front brake, and then start releasing slowly. And they don't teach that in MSF, but
No,
they'll teach that in the advanced
in the
course.
advanced courses.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, there's other stuff like engine braking and
Yeah,
like
all that stuff.
rev matching. Those are all things that you learn with time, but you only know about them because you either heard someone going, wah, wah, wah. You're like,
Yeah.
what are they doing? Or because someone else told you, hey, do this, and then you're
Mhm.
like, oh, what is that? Oh, that's what that is. So yeah, I mean, I've made videos on those things because again, like I share what I learn, right?
Mhm.
I want to put people on, and so I might not be a certified teacher or anything like that, and I don't claim to be, but I think that like if it at least gives you the idea of like, oh wow, like that's cool. I'm gonna go look into it a little more. Then cool, go and look into it by someone who's actually good, like Moto
Mhm.
Jitsu or Dan the Fireman. Those people have a
Yeah.
lot more knowledge.
Oh, yeah. But, yeah, like, it's good that you make the videos like you said so it gets into their minds,
Hmm.
they're like, "Oh, okay, I never knew about that. Let me go check it out."
Plus, there's only so much you can do on a 30-second video,
Yeah.
45-second video, man. And if you do it too long, then it just doesn't hit anybody because the algorithm doesn't like it. So you're stuck making these short ass videos for people with short ass attention spans.
Brain rot
Brain
videos.
rot. That's all you, bro. Make a funny noise and people are all over that shit.
Quack.
100,000 shares, 1,000,000 views.
So, guys, look, check this guy.
That's bro. What is that movie called? Idiocracy.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one.
Dude, that's a good movie.
Was it something like that?
Basically, do you know the premise?
No.
I'm probably gonna butcher this, but premise is that these people get in this like cryogenic kind of thing,
Mhm.
and then they wake up like I forget how many years, like 50 or 100 years later in the future, and the whole world has gone stupid,
Hmm.
like dumb. Dumb. One of the guys was like some army guy, and then the other girl was like a hooker.
Damn.
So they come back out, and they're the smartest people in the world. They were fucking watering plants with Gatorade because it's what it was. It there's a saying. It's what they crave. It's what they
So since they crave it, that's what the plants want,
yeah.
kind of thing.
So they like did the whole irrigation system and like, man, it was the whole thing is dumb, bro. But it's basically how it's coming out. All the dumb people that in the movie, all the dumb people are basically like repopulating. All the smart people are not populating, and so all you're getting is basically a new wave of just dumb
Brain rot
people.
people.
And so I'm not the movie, okay?
No
The
movie.
movie. But what I'm saying is that I can see how there's certain similarities between what's happening now and what you're seeing, what you saw in the movie.
Yeah, I might run an experiment on my videos and kind of just throw a little bit of like
little fart noises,
something stupid. While I'm writing, like or trying to make a new trend,
Yeah.
like go Kawapanga or some bullshit.
Because what was it? One of the lawyers in the movie, a lawyer, he was all he watched was just like these dumb TV shows, and they would show a little bit of like the skits, but it's just like people getting bonked or people getting hit in the head or getting thrown out of a window or something, like just dumb things, and he would just be like, ah, like all stupid, just laughing, and Like that's, and then if you were talking too smart or if you were saying things that made sense, they're like,
Yeah.
what are you talking about? Why are you saying that?
This guy's an idiot.
This guy's dumb. It sounds like a dumbass. It's like, do you not understand? Like, I don't like this. Put my show back on.
I gotta check that out, man.
It's a good movie.
Anything else? What are you thinking?
I'm thinking. Bro, I swear to God, we just like rip it and then I forget what we talk about. I know we talked about the gear and a lot of the misconceptions or myths or whatever. We also talked about
MSF,
of course. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, that last topic's the one that kind of just went into everything. So
Yeah.
I don't remember what it was about.
Yeah, pretty much just study, learn, always try to be a better version of yourself in life, I guess, and also behind the bars, because you don't want to just be doing the same shit and not learning from your mistakes or not striving to be a better writer. I mean, ultimately your life is in your hands, and if you aren't looking after yourself, bad things can happen, because
Mhm.
it's not anyone else's responsibility other than yours. You can't expect cagers and all these other people on the road to do the right thing, because 9 times out of 10 they're not going to do the right thing.
For those that don't know, cagers are people in cars.
Yeah, cagers are people in cars. That's a Yami Noob. Is it a Yami Noobs thing?
I think so. I know Squid. I heard it from Yami Noobs.
Yeah,
But I don't know about cagers. I think that one might have been around.
Probably been around for a while then, I'm sure.
Mhm.
That's just who I heard it from. I never liked that dude.
No. And then when he kicked out a Spite,
Yeah,
I was kind of pissed. Like,
a lot
dude,
of people were mad about that.
yeah, that's when he kind of went like downhill. I stopped watching his videos when that happened.
Because I think, what was it? The whole. I mean, we don't want to get into it too deep, but from what I heard is that guy Spike, right?
Spite, I think.
Spike. Okay, yeah, he was becoming like the face of Yami Noob,
Mm-hmm.
and Homeboy didn't like that because he was more on the back end.
Yeah.
And so I think he kicked him so he can kind of
take over and run everything his own self. And it's like, but it was funny because his Spite's videos were actually better than Yami Noob's stuff. So
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Anyways, you're good?
I'm good.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And we got 2 episodes prior to this one out, so definitely go give those a listen. If you had any takeaway from this video or want to talk about it more in depth, there's always the comment section. Let us know what you think. Let us know if there's anything you want us to talk about in the next episode. And yeah, I hope y'all have a great day, have a great weekend, and ride safe.
Yeah.
Peace.